Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome to my first ever Q&A video to celebrate the 2,000 YouTube subscribers. First of all, thank you so much for 2,000 YouTube subscribers guys, that's crazy, absolutely crazy amount, so thank you so much. We are growing steadily and it's really nice to see the progress. It gives me a lot more motivation to continue putting out, well, hopefully decent content for you guys to watch and to follow through it, if that's either series or if that's just like PVM achievements or etc. But guys, honestly, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Hopefully you do enjoy the Q&A. It's my first ever one, so hopefully it's not going to go too bad. But you guys can give me advice for these kind of in the future. I was kind of thinking of doing these every like 1k and then having like new answers or new questions to answer, I should say, and just going from there really. So either way, sit back, relax, and let's get into the first ever Q&A that I plan to do. Let's go. So guys, first question. So this is from Raman. He says, why a hardcore Ironman and not a normal Ironman? Right, okay. So for a lot of people who've been following me for a long while, you guys know I die a lot, right? Like, I die a ridiculous amount of time on stream per day, usually when I do like my main content in terms of PVM, so like Araxor, Virago, you know, Telos, raids, etc. The reason I chose a hardcore Ironman instead of a normal Ironman, this is because I wanted to test my own ability. I wanted to try and go for max under the hardcore Ironman status instead of a regular Ironman. I played a regular Ironman way before, probably like a year ago or something like that. Basically, what I did, I kind of regret because on the actual Ironman itself, I rushed into PVM way too quickly and I lost all kind of motivation to even play that other Ironman. So this time around, I've obviously taken the hardcore Ironman route and I've played it a lot more safer in terms of my progress and everything, which I actually really enjoyed so far, and I still am. Obviously no spoilers for episode or future episodes, I should say, for the hardcore, but yeah, either way, that's why I chose a hardcore over a regular Ironman. So Gray asks, what's your Ironman goal to hit by the summer? Right, okay, so there's two that I want to hit by the summer. So one of them is to have at least Prif and Sunspear equipped and obviously fully kind of functional, and get PVM gear to start doing next and Araxor, and also hopefully have a couple of 99s as well, maybe like 2 or 3 99s. That's kind of where I want to be in the summer, so I can have a good side of PVM and, you know, go for armor, upgrading armor, but also start, you know, working on those skills to 99 for the well, for the maxing kind of aspect as well. So that's kind of my two kind of goals to hit by the summer at least. This nub asks, where is the imp at though, Kappa? You've got to be kidding. Okay, well, this is where the imp is. Roll the clip. It's so close. No, that's the imp. Oh no, no, that's the imp. That's the imp. No, please.
Focus as well!
That says, what's your first goal in RuneScape that you achieved? Visiting Death's office, of course. Nah, joking. My first ever achievement would be 99 defense. I did this at Pest Control. Stupidly, I didn't actually go for Void. I kind of went for the highest boat that was available at the time, which was like, I think like 3 or 4 points per game for a win. And basically, yeah, I exchanged them in for XP. I don't understand why I did it. I just did it like it. I think as a kid, I was like 13 or something. I think it's that sheer excitement of going for all your, or like nearly obtaining your first 99. I think everyone knows the kind of adrenaline and like excitement you guys get. It's just like, oh my god, my first ever 99, woo, big day, you know. But but at the end of the day, looking back on it, it was pretty the stupid, like the most stupidest decision I've ever done. Like all those points wasted on XP. But either way, as I said, as you're a kid, you're just excited to get your first 99. But I do regret it. I don't regret it. It's still nice to look back and see, okay, that was my first ever 99 in the game. But yeah, so that was pretty my first ever goal in RuneScape that I achieved, and honestly, I was happy as hell when I actually got it. So Altair comes in with the question, why you didn't start Barrows? So I assume this is for the Ironman. The reason being, there's other alternatives around that I kind of want to take instead. First of all, Barrows requires, well, it doesn't really require it, but it's more beneficial to take the Vampire storyline and put it into effect. Meaning, if you go up to branches, it offers a tier 70 weapon, but also it unlocks the medallion, the Dragon's medallion, which gives you like basically free teleports to Barrows and stuff, and it's just really, really useful. So first of all is that, and I didn't really want to go through all that. I know it's for the tier 70 as I said, but I had like other alternative weapons at the time. Second reason, as that there is other alternatives, is well, apart from Barrows, there's God Wars 1, there is God Wars 2, and there is a tier 65 power armor from Deathmatch, so those are all kind of pretty decent. And third of all, Barrows is defense armor, it's tank armor, and I kind of want to go for DPS armor instead, so I'd rather work on God Wars 1 or God Wars 2 armor and then just get like the tier 65 as a, I guess, you know, a placement armor which can be replaced with the God Wars 1 or God Wars 2 armor. So that's kind of why I didn't want to go for Barrows. Plus, it's also very time efficient and it's also a lot down to RNG. I know the others are down to RNG, but at the same time, I just find it's easier to do God Wars 1 or God Wars 2 than other than Barrows, because you can go like 100 dry on Barrows. I know it's okay for like, you know, rooms and stuff like that, but I'd rather kind of work on the God Wars aspect and kind of push forward to like Araxor and I guess Nex and other kind of bosses as well. So that's kind of my alternative route instead of just purely working on Barrows. So Phil comes in with Virago roll guide please. I will be getting around to making one eventually, don't worry about that. And also, why start an Ironman account? You got bored of Mainscape? Makes for great content though. First of all, yeah, it does make for great content. I've been loving playing my Ironman. Second of all, going back to your question of how am I bored of Mainscape? I want to say bored, well, a little bit I guess. The actual Ironman kind of gives me a different alternative just to purely PVM I guess, yeah. So it's something different, it's all about the skilling, it's about the grind in the game, working towards like Prifdinus or Menethos and working towards max, and so it's a completely different environment when it comes to the stream aspect as well. It's a lot more kind of chilled back, the grind is kind of there, the skilling aspects are there, but it's also going towards those like, you know, first bosses as well, you know, working on God Wars 1, God Wars 2, Araxor, Nex, and then potentially like Telos and stuff like that. So it's all those kind of excitement things as well there. So, but as I said, it's also a challenge for me as it is a hardcore Ironman. I don't want to die. I want to try and get the hardcore Ironman to max under the hardcore status. Never happening, I know, but you know, a camel has to dream, okay guys, a camel has to dream. But I know between me and everyone else that is never going to happen. If it does happen, then that's going to be a bloody miracle, but you know, either way we'll see. But that's basically why I've created an Ironman instead of kind of, you know, playing my Mainscape at the moment. I want a challenge, I want to achieve stuff again, I want to have motivation to kind of like go towards certain things again and then kind of like push myself, but in a kind of more of a difficult kind of manner, which is obviously the Ironman aspect. So that's basically why. The top asks, what are you going to do when you die with your hardcore Ironman? Nothing. Basically, if I die, right? I can't really do much with it. I'll still like to continue with my goal. I won't remake a hardcore Ironman and restart from the beginning. I don't see any point in that, to be honest. But either way, if I die, it's just becoming just a normal Ironman. And also, what is your ultimate goal with your hardcore Ironman? So the main goal would be max. Of course, that's the whole reason I'm attempting this challenge. I would still like to max, even if it's not a hardcore Ironman on the same account. Even just under an Ironman status would be amazing to max. It's something different, you know. It's another achievement for me. I've not quite done this yet on any Ironman whatsoever. There is other goals that I'd like to try go for after maxing, which would be potentially completionist cape and maybe trim completionist cape if I do feel a bit brave on that one. But also from the PVM aspect, I'd like to maybe go for final boss, and if I do get lucky with such pets like Vitalis and, you know, Araxor base pet, maybe even go for insane final boss. But as I said, it's kind of pushing out the boat on those ones, it depends. But at the end of the day, these are all kind of goals I can take into consideration moving forward and see what you guys want to, well, kind of want to see as well in terms of content. But those are ideas for the future. Osno comes in with this question. What made you want to make an Ironman? Okay, so there's a couple of answers for this one. First of all, it's the self-appreciation. So what I mean by that, Say for example, you're on an Ironman, you just made an Ascension crossbow. You're going to treat that thing as your baby, right? Because of the amount of time and effort you've gone through collecting all those keys, killing all those Ascension creatures, to go collecting your signets from the Legios, to go getting your dragon crossbow, to put it all together. You're going to value that so much more than just going to the Grand Exchange and buying one. So it's that kind of like self, evaluation at the end of the day. You're going to appreciate those items a lot more than just going buying them from the GE. So that's kind of one reason. Another reason, I've always wanted to make an Ironman. I had a previous Ironman which I kind of neglected because it just kind of fell apart in my hands. That pretty makes no sense, but I kind of rushed things way too early and I got bored of it and I kind of lost all motivation. Where the hardcore Ironman is making me take the slower alternative and I'm having so much fun with it. I love just doing things and connecting with the Ironman community. It's fantastic. I've met so many new faces in the community in terms of streaming, and it's just so nice to get everyone bouncing ideas off each other to say like, you can go do that or you can go do that. I'm like, hold up, that's a pretty cool idea, so I'll go use that, and then it might be better for me, it might be more efficient like as like a skill or like a better money maker. So there's kind of like different values behind this question, and that's kind of my kind of opinion on those. Well, I saved this question to last just because of what it actually is. So admittance/pro. Do you remember your first death on your Ironman? My original Ironman, yes, and my hardcore Ironman, yes. So my original Ironman, how I died on that was at Barrows. So I got a bit, I guess, cocky and was like, I don't need food, I died to Carol's. Whoops. The hardcore Ironman, well, if no one's seen the clip yet, let's roll it. So far, you've done it now? I doubt it, Minnie. Oh! No way, did that just happen? I prayer dropped! Guys, hopefully you did enjoy the Q&A, guys. Brent, I know there's one question you wanted my parents to ask. Unfortunately, I do these quite late at night, and it was something to do with full-time streaming, if I remember correctly. What they said was, they're absolutely fine with it. They support me 100%. It's just a couple of things they were obviously worried about, what parents are usually worried about. They always worry about stuff, but either way, they're completely fine with it. So sorry about that. It's just like they're like sleeping, and it's like 1:30 in the morning right now whilst I'm recording. So yeah, my bad. But yeah, that's basically to answer that question. Just instead of my parents saying it's me. But either way, guys, there was a couple of giveaways that I did promise you guys. It was a 100ml giveaway divided by 4 people, so 25ml each. This was due to the 2k YouTube subscribers, so once again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. So Tyke, Phil, Dingley and Trend, these are your RuneScape names that I managed to pull up from the description. I used a random generator from just going on to you type in the URL for the YouTube and it just pops up with random names, and these are the 4 names that come up first. So congratulations, guys. If you do want to PM me in game, or you just want to PM on YouTube or wherever you can find me, basically, then feel free to, and I'll come meet you guys. But guys, honestly, thank you so much for watching that, guys. I really do appreciate it. As I said, it's my first ever Q&A, and yeah, so hopefully it did go well. Hope you enjoyed the questions and the answers. And once again, I'll probably do these every 1,000 YouTube subscribers, so the next one will be at 3k. Once again, when we get around to that point, if we ever do, I'll leave once again just a subsection saying, leave a comment here and or a question here, and I'll get around to hopefully answering some more questions next time. But guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll hopefully see you guys in episode 6 of the Road to Max on the Hardcore Ironman.